Hi guys, it's Daryl Hill here, back with finally the 1 month review of my Vanity Box Brazilian wavy hair. And I know you're thinking, hold on, it's not wavy, we're gonna get there. There's a whole story to this hair right now. Okay, so boom. So I decided to purchase Vanity Box hair because I really wanted quality bundles, and a lot of you who are like skilled in this bundle thing might be thinking, you know, girl, there's like a bunch of hair companies that you could have chosen from. I actually chose from the one I had seen the most. I had been out in New York a lot last summer in Harlem, and I had passed their Harlem location. And, you know, I had been on Instagram and I followed them, so I saw their hair a lot and I thought it was really pretty. I wanted something different. I got this hair probably around the last week of July, so you know, I investigated into my purchase. I did a lot of YouTube searches, a lot of Instagram post searches, a lot of Yelp review purchases, and I admit I was getting very, very skeptical from a lot of things I have been reading, but I had gone into the Vanity Box's Philadelphia location, and I was impressed. I was very impressed by their selection. I was impressed by the quality of the hair. I was impressed by the quantity. I was impressed by all the different curl patterns they had. I was impressed. And then mostly, I was impressed by their sale. I purchased my bundles, which is 3 bundles and a closure. You guys can see my closure. The camera up just a little bit. 3 bundles and a closure, which could be purchased for $300 US. And according to my hairstylist, she said that was a pretty good deal. I'm so sorry, I don't want to keep doing this. She said that was a pretty good deal for virgin, Brazilian, Peruvian, whatever hair. So I was like, okay, cool. So fast forward to me purchasing the hair. I did an unboxing video on my channel as well, and I was impressed. I still have my Vanity Box bag that came with it. It's a little bent up right now because it's in my closet hanging up. But I was impressed. Like, their packaging was legit. It was lit. Pink paper. Actually, I have one of my bundles in here left over still. I'll get to that. You know, great packaging, beautiful representation. I was thoroughly impressed by the Vanity Box. I was so psyched to get my hair done. I couldn't wait. And then came the day to get it done. So I went to my hairdresser. Shout out to Miss Sharice at Admirations. I've been going to her since I was 7. I'm 24 now. So, you know, I told her what I wanted. I said I wanted my closure with a middle part. And, you know, I was excited. I was ready. When I did get my hair installed, I had it in its original color, which is a light brown, and in its original wave pattern. And I have some hair left over from my 14-inch bundles. And oh, I have 18, 16, and 14, and 14-inch, or maybe it's either 14 or a 12-inch closure. Check the description box down below for the exact length. But this is the hair in its original wave form. As you can see, it's a bit more brown, but really nice wave. You know, it's like so cute, super cute. And this is the original. This is not straightened. This is not braided. This is not nothing. This is how it originally came. And this is how much hair I had left over after my full install with the closure. I don't know. Like, that's a lot of hair. I don't know if you guys could tell. That's a nice amount of hair. So basically, the bundles were full. They were luxurious. They're very soft. Still soft to this day. This has been sitting in my closet for a month. Not touched. Very soft. As you can see, I can run my fingers through it. No shedding whatsoever. No corn chip smell, nothing. So I was excited. I was excited to have this quality hair. Days start going on, and you know, I feel like the test of hair, like anything, is living with it day to day, going about it day to day. So when I purchased my hair, the 2 sales associates had informed me, you know, at night, just put your hair in 2 braids and put your bonnet on. So I was like, okay, cool. I actually worked at a pool all summer, so all summer my hair was not straightened. I wanted that effortless curly look, that effortless wavy look, and that's why I went with the original wave. So, you know, first couple days I'm braiding my hair, putting a bonnet on. I began to notice that it was best to braid my hair after it was damp. So every night I was in the shower, I was either using conditioner or I was washing it, which could have been my first mistake. Maybe I dried out the hair. But anyway, I was either wetting it or just putting conditioner on it. And then I said, you know what, I need to get a curl smoothie. So the 2 curl smoothies I purchased, I don't have one now. Somebody took it from me for their waves. You know who takes hair more serious than girls? Boys, their do-rag and their waves. Anyway, so I purchased the Shea Moisture Hibiscus Curling Smoothie, and the instructions on it were that you put a dime-sized drop into your palm, rub it through your hands, and work it through your damp hair. So I began using that, and my curls were nice. Let me tell you though, my waves were not this. Do you see how pretty this is? It's like a wave, but at the bottom it may be like a slight curl. Like, you see this? My waves were definitely not that as the time started to go on. They began to be more wavy. I'll insert a few pictures throughout the video so you guys can see, but they were definitely not this. And as the days went on, as I was washing it bi-weekly as instructed, my waves were not like they should be. So fast forward through a couple weeks, I began getting agitated with the hair, to be honest. The hair became difficult. Like once I took it out the braids, it was bouncy, it was flowy, it was bomb, it was But as I went throughout my day, it was like it would just stand still. It became poofy, and not due to humidity, not due to the weather. It just became like, really? At the end of the night, like, I was raking my brush. I actually purchased the Vanity brush, like, through the hair, and you know, the lady told me, oh, you buy this great brush from us and it's just gonna make your curls bigger, they're not gonna frizz out. When in fact, every time I had to actually wait to brush my hair at night because it did in fact make it big and frizzy. So I began to get agitated. You know, I started like thinking maybe it's, you know, the shampoo I'm using, maybe it's the curling cream. You know, it became very oily. I'm like, okay, that's definitely the curl activator, I need to stop using it. Maybe it's the way I was braiding it. I was just doing like little Pocahontas braids. I'm like, maybe I need to do French braids to make my curls better. And granted, the French braids definitely did work, but I still didn't have these pretty waves, and it was frustrating me. And I'm just like, what is going on? I purchased this great hair and now it's becoming a nuisance. It's tangling, it's becoming a clump during the day. I put it in a ponytail and it's just disgusting, and it's getting oily when I'm not even putting anything on it. It's drying itself out. And I can say one thing that did help with the drying situation was the shampoo I used. I began using OGX, this keratin oil shampoo. I love this shampoo and conditioner. I live by it. Back when I was wearing my pack hair from the beauty supply store, and I say back when actually in all reality it was probably like 5 months ago, because I love me some pack hair. But it smells amazing. It's anti-breakage. It's keratin oil. It helps resist breakage caused by brushing and styling. It gives you a nice shine, but not too shiny, and it smells the bomb. I love this shampoo. So I decided to start using this shampoo because I knew the keratin oil would at least smooth it out, and it did. But it did not take care of how it clumped up in a ponytail. It did not take care of how by the end of the day, even when I didn't wear it in a ponytail, it still looked a mess. So I got frustrated to the point where I was like, I want to take it out. I can't do it. It's pretty some days, it's not pretty other days. Like I said, I'll insert pictures so you guys can see. I'll have bad hair day pictures and good hair day pictures. So one day I got bored, which is basically how every story starts before I do something like big with my hair. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna dye it and I'm gonna straighten it. Well, first I said I'm gonna straighten it, then I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna dye it too. Cause honestly, this brown color is honestly the natural color of my hair. I prefer 1B or 1 hair on me. I don't know why. I just like dark hair. If I'm gonna go light, I want it to be like red or, you know, burgundy, but I'm not a fan of brown hair. So I bought me some hair dye, and as always, when I want a permanent dye, like when I know I'm not gonna really dye it again, I always use Dark and Lovely. This time I used Dark and Lovely Fade Resistant. They didn't have jet black, so I used the natural black. And I dyed my hair. Once I dyed it, the curl pattern or the wave pattern was still there. It wasn't until after I blow dried it, and this is what I got. What I do want to say about this hair is it straightens like a dream. Was it a little strenuous to blow dry it? Yes, it definitely wasn't like blow drying, you know, regular straight hair, because I really had to work my brush and my blow dryer through it to like get the wave out. But for it to go from this to this, it straightens like no other. I was so impressed when I ran my straightener through it, how smooth it got. It was just like, oh, wow. It was amazing. It straightened like a dream, and it wasn't dried out from the dye. Like, it was almost as if this hair was meant to be straightened, because as you can see, it has a nice little shine. I do admit that for some reason it fade resistant dye. I only use one box, so it's more like a 1B now instead of a 1. Like when it's in the sun, it has a little brown tint to it, which I definitely want to take care of, but yeah, I haven't had time. But it's flowy, it shines, it moves, it's just gorgeous. When it's straightened, it's almost like this hair was meant to be bought curly to straighten. Like, it's just amazing straighten. I was so shocked, because I'm like, I'm gonna straighten this and it's not gonna make a difference, but it made a world of a difference. And so I straightened it, and honestly that's how it's been for probably the end of the 1 month mark. But I don't know. Basically, I don't want to rate the hair, because like I said, it straightens like a dream. One thing I have noticed with it being straightened, however, though, it does shed a little more with the straightening and like brushing it. I noticed that, and then definitely blow drying it, I noticed that I get more strands, you know, like in my brush than I did when it was curly. So it does shed a little more, but it's a really nice hair. It's a really nice hair. It's really nice straightened, and I don't really understand that, because curly hair, shouldn't it be better curly? And I guess people could say that's the beauty of, you know, virgin hair, Brazilian hair. It can go curly to straight. And we come to the next factor. I am going to insert a video clip probably here and come back to say that. Okay, I'm just gonna insert the video clip here. This is how the wave pattern looks after a week of being straightened, and as you can see, the waves aren't as defined as they were before I straightened it. They're kind of, you know, dull. It's not really a wave pattern, which is, honestly, it's a little disappointing, since this is supposed to be able to bounce back to its original texture and wave. And as you can see, it's just not as wavy as it initially was before it was straightened. They're kind of lifeless, not really there anymore. So, you know, that's disappointing, because when you purchase this hair, the Vanity Box Brazilian Wavy, they tell you that it can be straightened, colored, and still bounce back to its original wave form. So before, when I would wet the hair, it would wave up almost instantly. As you can see, we have a slight wave going on right there, but not as wavy as it used to be. And like I said, this is after a week of being straightened for 5 days straight. So this is what we have so far. So as you guys can see from the video clip, according to virgin hair, you can straighten it, and once you wet it, it'll go back to its original curl pattern. Let me sip my tea real quick. I don't know if you guys noticed, but after I wet the hair, after probably a week of straightening it, my waves did not come back. I probably had a wave, like a little curl, like right here. And literally, I remember, because if you guys remember in the clip I just showed you, I held this piece up. My waves did not come back. Like right here, like was just a strip of just like a limp wave. My waves did not come back, and I'm confident that if I had let it air dry like I used to, I wouldn't have wavy hair, which is quite disappointing because a lot of times people buy wavy or curly hair for the versatility to have 2 styles in one. I did not have that after only a week of straightening. And a lot of people can say that's what happens when you put heat to curls, but this hair is supposed to be for just that. When you straighten it, it bounces back to its original wave factor. I did not have that. For me, it's not a problem. I'm never wearing this hair wavy again. But for somebody who's buying it, well, actually, that was my original intent, to have 2 styles in one. Some days I might want to be a curly, wavy Sue. Other days I want to be straight, you know, Nicki Minaj, straight middle part, bam, vibes. But I don't want to have to buy 2 different types of hair to have that. This hair is supposed to be for 2 styles in one. And after I washed it, after straightening it for 1 week, that's not what I had, which is quite disappointing compared to the price that I paid for versatility, basically. So I was very disappointed. So I don't want to rate the hair because I don't want to give it, oh, 1 out of 10, a 10 out of 2, or, you know, a 4 out of 10. I don't want to do that. But if I had to, wearing the hair wavy, I would honestly give it a 3 out of 10. Wearing it straight, I would definitely give it an 8 out of 10. Do I think it's better than pack hair? No. For me, it was to the point where I wanted to take it out and buy pack hair and get another weave. But don't get me wrong, just like there's cons, there are pros. A lot of things I have been seeing on YouTube was, does the closure bald? As you can see, my closure is perfect. It is not balding. There's no patches in it. It's still bomb. So that was a concern for me because people were like, oh, you know, I have a bald spot from scratching my closures. And ladies, I don't know what type of scratch you're doing, but a little of this suffices for me. But a lot of people were, you know, complaining about that, balding spots in their closures, you know, just from plain brushing it. I don't have that. A lot of people complained about bad smell. I didn't have that. But I did have my share of bad experiences. So will I repurchase this hair? Probably not. Will I keep this hair for when I do want to maybe do a weave, but I don't want to buy new hair? Yes, I will. But it will be straightened. It will not be curly. I will not go back to the curl. I think I actually plan on taking my weave out probably in the 3rd week of October. I'm just ready to wear my natural hair, but before it comes out, I definitely will give a last final review just in case it being straight goes a little wonky. So I definitely will have another review. But so far, that's my 1-month review, guys, on the Vanity Box Brazilian wavy hair. So it is what it is, I guess. Please don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave comments. Tell me what you think about the hair. Tell me what you like about it, what you don't like about it. Maybe your experiences with the Vanity Box hair. We can have a little discussion on it, you know, compare notes, go back and forth. But, you know, let me know what you guys think about it. You know, even, you know, the closure, it's not a 360 closure or anything like that. Like, I can't part it and, you know, you see that little scalp look. I think it's like a 5x5. But, you know, let's have a little discussion in the comments. You know, let me know what you guys think. And, you know, stay tuned for my final review on the hair and definitely for more videos. Bye, guys. You know, I used to watch YouTube videos and I'm like, it does not take that long to upload, girl. It's a process. It's really a process. Gotta have the green tea. I'm trying not to drink coffee, but all I do is want a cup of coffee right now. Ooh.